Ram 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 Janaki Kanta Smaranam Jai Vikla Vinayaka Murti ki Sharada Devi ki Valli Devasena Kanta Smaranam Namah Parvati Pataye Jai Parashakti Mata ki Janaki Kanta Smaranam Sada Sarvatra Govinda Nama Sankirtanam Bola Pundali Gavarade Sadguru Jnanananda Murti ki Anjaneya Swami ki Samasta Bhakta Mandali ki Harinarayana 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 Durita Nivarana Harinarayana Durita Nivarana Paramanamunda Sada Shiva Shankara Bhakta Jana Priya Pankaj Lochana Bhakta Jana Priya Pankaj.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Bhagavad Mela Vidyalaya Meltur and Lasya Melalaya Bengaluru for the 4th year in continuum curates this dedicated online festival in memory of its founder Guru, Meltur, late Sri S. Natarajan, and thereby fulfills his profound vision for cultural unity through art. Connecting art and artists from different nationalities in a cross-cultural collaboration, this grand international festival features legendary artists and young upcoming achievers across the globe with varying culture as tribute on the 81st year of Guru Meltur Sri S. Natarajan. It becomes more significant this year as we are honored with the prestigious international recognition, the Home for Humanity Award from France, whose founders, Professor Alexander Schiffer and Dr. Rama Mani, have done global work for peace through various humanitarian relief measures. We also pay homage to Pandit Sri R. Visveswaran, an exemplary musician who is none other than the nephew of the legendary musician, scholar, actor and composer Vidwan Sri G. N. Balasubramanian. With his Ardhangini, Padma Shri Guru Chitra Vishveshwaran, Pandit Sri R. Vishveshwaran conquered the hearts of his Sahridayas with his mellifluous voice and dynamic vocal renditions for the Chidambaram Academy of Performing Arts, Chennai. In her own words, Guru Chitra Vishveshwaran says they were intertwined for the higher cause of propagating the divine art. A Vainika, a guitarist, an intriguing composer, his split-second humor, his love for good food, his photographic sensibilities, These left one in admiration of his magnificent persona. Standing tall and handsome, he was ever humble about his illustrious lineage. We also offer our tribute through this Samarpana Mela to Pandit Shri R. Vishweshwaran, a Santur maestro, on his 80th year, as we relive the close bond he and Guru Shri S. Natarajan and the mutual respect and regards they had for each other when it came to sounds, hi-fi speakers and studios. We seek the blessings of our Parama Guru, Srimati Chitra Vishweshwaran, on this auspicious moment as we carry our noble mission of Bhagavad Mela Vidyalaya in its 11th year. We also express our gratitude to Vidushri Sukanya Ravinder for sharing the treasured memories through pictures and photographs of Pandit Shri R. Vishweshwaran. Bhagavad Mela Vidyalaya Meltur and Lasya Melalaya Bengaluru presents Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, Sanskritik Sahakarita, Vishwasya Vibhinna Deshanam, Samskritakkanam Samyojave Chhati, connecting art, artists across nations with cross-cultural collaborations in tribute with deep reverence to Guru Meltur late S. Natarajan and Guru Patni Srimati Anuradha Natarajan. Pranams.
Anjananandanam Meeram Janaki Shokanashanam Kapishamakshamantaram Vande Lanka Bhayankaram Buddhir Balam Yashodhairyam Nirbayaktam Marogada Ajadyam Vakpadudvanja Harumasmaranad Bhave Mandasmida Mukhambojam Mahaniya Gunarnavam Madhura Bhashinam Shantam Sarvabhuta Dayaparam
Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya and Lasya Melalaya seeks the blessings of Swami Vijayananda Saraswati and Swamini Divyananda Saraswati, Adi Shankara Advaita Ashram, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and Tiruvannamalai Thirumalar Ashram, Tiruvannamalai. We are humbled to have Swami Vijayananda Saraswati blessing the endeavors of Satchidananda Nataraja Samarpana Mela 2024. Swami Vijayananda Saraswati by profession is a health physicist. He was associated with State of Florida Bureau of Radiation Control as health physicist from 1995 to 2002. He was with the 21st Century Oncology as medical health physicist and was part of the oncology team involved in effective treating of cancer patients. Currently, being part of the organization Genesis Care USA, he continues to provide radiation therapy for all the types of cancer patients as part of their dedicated team. His initial training in yoga and meditation in 1975 from Maharshi Mahesh Yogi at Rishikesh set his blissful path to seek a higher cause. He was also the Director of Administration for MICI, Maharshi Institute of Creative Intelligence for all the Maharshi's medical centers in India. He has been living in the US since 1985 and teaching free yoga and meditation classes for the last 33 years across Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Jacksonville areas. Swamiji is a true blend of Vedanta, Siddhartha, yoga, and physics. An upholder of Sanatana Dharma, his teachings propagate the ancient wisdom of Bharat. His online classes on Shatarudriyam and related scriptures are intriguing and engrossing. For the purpose of disseminating and preserving Vedic heritage and Saiva Siddhantam, he established 2 ashrams in India, the Tiruvannamalai Thirumalar Ashram and Vasuki by the seashore in Udupi. He has also built the Bhujangeshwara Rudraksha Mandir in Fort Lauderdale along with Swamini Divyananda Saraswati. One has to see, live, and experience the peace and tranquility of these holy arenas built with absolute agamic code of principles and standards. His love for children, orienting themselves towards the rich cultural heritage of India, their understandings of our Vedas, Shastras, and our ancient literary treasures is what inspired him and connected him to reach out to Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya. We were fortunate to present Satchidananda Jyotirmaya Nataraja Samarpanam at the holy Agni Kshetram of Tiruvannamalai at his ashram, the above of Panchabhuta Tattva. He has been a strong pillar of support and guidance to the endeavors of Vidyalaya and in line with its noble mission ever since. Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya is like a Govardhana hill. We are all standing in support to hold it high, is what he says with absolute humility. Pranams, I am Aditi Bhagavan.
वागर्थौ विवसम्पृक्तौ भागर्थ प्रतिपद्धये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे பார்வதி பரமேஸ்வரோ. ஐந்து கரத்தனை யானை முகத்தனை இந்தின் இளம்பிறை போலும் எயிற்றனை நந்தி மகந்தனை ஞானக் கொழுந்தனை புந்தியில் வைத்து அடி போற்றுகின்றேனே. ஓம் நிதயே சர்வ வித்யானாம் விஷஜே பவரோகிணாம் குரவே சர்வலோகானாம் தட்சிணாமூர்த்தயே நமः. ஈஸ்வரோ குருராத்மேதி மூர்த்திபேத விபாகினே व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. कनक सभागत कांचन विग्रह काम विनिग्रह कांततनो कलि कलिताकिल पाप मलापह कृति समावृत देह विभो कुवलय सन्निभ रत्न विनिर्मित दिव्य किरीट शुभाष्टतनो. जय जय हे नटराजपते शिव भाग्य समृद्धि उपार्जय मे. ஒன்றே குலமும் ஒருவனே தேவனும் நன்றே நினைமின் நமனில்லை. நானாமே சென்றே புகும் கதியில்லை நும் சித்தத்து நின்றே நிலைபெற நீர் நினைந்து ஒய்மினே. It is an honor to be part of the Satchidananda Nataraja Samarpana Mela 2024, organized by the Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya Melatur by its present director Srimati Priyamvada Murali and her family. And this event is dedicated by her to her late father and also Melatur Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya founder guru, late Sri S. Natarajan Sir, and his wife Guru Patni Anuradha Natarajan. This event honors Sri Natarajan's wish that his day of merging with the divine light be celebrated as a commemoration day through Natya Aradhana and glorify the divine. Today's celebration not only marks the 11th year of coming into being Melatur Vidyalaya, but also that of the 81st year of late Sri Natarajan himself. The theme for this year's Aradhana has been aptly chosen by Priyamvada as Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, a concept we need to understand in the light of late Sri Natarajan Sir himself. Who is this Natarajan? Because he is still guiding the Melatur Vidyalaya through his divine presence as light. Sri Natarajan was an internationally recognized dancer, theater actor, a national award-winning artist, and a recipient of lifetime achievement awards such as Kalaimamani, Natya Kalanidhi, and Sangeeta Nataka Academy Awards. He and his wife, Srimati Anuradha, were the founding gurus of Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya, Melatur. 81 years ago, Sri Natarajan was born in Melatur, Tanjore district in Tamil Nadu, India, into a family that for 4 generations has dedicated itself to preserve and promote the 600-year-old art form known as Bhagavata Mela, which was almost on the verge of extinction. Bhagavata Mela simply means serving the divine ones through classical music and classical dance, popularizing their glory and developing devotion in the hearts of men and women lost in the drudgery of day-to-day life. Once revived and preserved, a new dimension was added to this art form by Natarajan's grandfather or Priyambada's great-grandfather. The new dimension was prioritizing the spiritual aspect and the ultimate message that saintly composers of Carnatic music and the venerable choreographers of the divine dance were trying to convey. What is that spirit of this art form? And what is that message? It is the same message which is the ultimate teaching of Sanatana Dharma itself. And what is that ultimate teaching? Sarvam khalu idam brahma. Everything here is nothing but the divinity in manifestation, a unity that is hidden under a diversity. Now, if I were to summarize the ultimate teaching of Hinduism, this is how it would go. Not only there is one God, but only God. So what I mean by this? Ultimately, that reality is one, like a big chunk of gold. And that reality, which was unmanifest, attributeless, has manifested itself into this cosmic creation. So in this cosmic creation, that ultimate reality has permeated every pore of this creation. There's not a place, not an iota of space that where you cannot find that ultimate reality. It is that ultimate reality. Like the chunk of gold become different types of ornaments, and there is no part or portion of any ornament that does not have a gold. So this is the ultimate teaching. This being so, how can there be any differentiation or any hatred or any prejudice based on caste, creed, nationality, skin color, etc., which unfortunately have caused havoc on planet Earth, resulting in violence and killing. Now, it's one thing to understand this message, which has been very gloriously transmitted through the compositions of Sri Purandaradasa, Annamacharya, that you see in the pictures here, and not only them, are also the 17th century saint Sadasiva Brahma. And besides him, there were other composers who conveyed this message that ultimately that reality that God is one, there is no difference in creation in the ultimate sense. This message was also conveyed by the Carnatic music trinity of the 18th century, Tyagaraja, Muthuswami Dikshidhar, and Shyama Sastri. And many other saintly composers like Uthukadu, Venkata Subbayar, and then great poets like Kaniyan Pungundranar, Yadum Ure Yavaram Kelir, and then Mahakavi Bharatiyar, who gloriously sang that Kakkai Guruvi Yengal Jadi, Kadalum Malayum Yengal Inam. So he said, Nokkimedamellam Yamandri Verilla. Everything, they're all one, we are all one. They all belong to me, and I belong to them. Now, these messages were conveyed in composition, in Carnatic music, by Annamacharya through his composition like Brahma Magate. Brahma Magate, Para Brahma Magate. And not only by him, Sadasiva Brahmam, he was Sakshat in Brahma, he was an Avaduta. He's saying, Sarvam Brahmamayam Re Re Sarvam Brahmamayam. Beautiful, beautiful composition that re-emphasized the truth and the ultimate teaching of Hinduism. That everything ultimately is that Lord. There is no room for any discrimination, any differentiations. Now, the point is, there are no dearth of singers who sang these compositions on great stages and now all over on CDs and MP3s all over YouTube. And there are no dearth of dancers, classical dancers who danced to this tune, which give the message that everything is one. How many of these singers who sing these compositions of Sadasiva Brahma Manamacharya, or for that matter, the Kadu, or the Trinity, how many of these singers and how many of these classical dancers who dance to these compositions, how many of these live up to the ideals that they sing or they dance to? Now, this is where Natarajan sir stands way above the crowd. This family, his family, dwelled in an Orthodox village called Melatur. They belong to the same community as others in that village. But because this family was different in one respect, which is they did not differentiate. There was no caste differentiation in this family. There was no differentiation based on creed or color. And there was no differentiation based on poor or wealthy. So they tried to teach. Now, Sri Natarajan started with 6 students in 2014. Now the school can boast more than 200 students in so many different places and cities. And to summarize his service to the society, there could be no better way of summarizing this than through the words of one of the students of Srimati Priyamvada herself. This is what she said, the one you see her on the picture, the girl on the right side. She says, learning Bharatanatyam is something that she was from Melatur. Learning Bharatanatyam is something that rural people like ourselves would never imagine. I'm quoting her exact words. Learning Bharatanatyam is something that rural, poor people like ourselves would never imagine. But our Guru had made this happen for our village Melatur. Mark these words. This is how she ends it. Every house in Melatur now has a dancer. What a commitment and what a dedication from a soul that dedicated his life, energy, money to spread this glorious divine form of art to families that could have never dreamt of achieving this or realizing the dreams of being a dancer. Priyamvada, for this year's celebration, has aptly chosen, has very appropriately chosen the theme Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Now, what is this Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam? It comes to us from an Upanishad, which is one of the 108 Upanishads called the Maha Upanishad. I am Bandhur, I am Neti, Ganana, Lagu Chetasam. I am Bandhu, I am Neti, Ganana, Lagu Chetasam. He is mine and he is not mine. She belongs to my category, my caste, my group, my clan, and he doesn't, she doesn't, they don't. These are people with narrow mentality, Lagu Chetasam. But who are the Vishala Chetasam? Who are the broad-minded people? Who are the wise and broad-minded? And this Upanishad defines them as Udara Charitanam tu Vasudaiva Kutumbakam. The ones who considers his entire population in the world as one family, they are the wise and the broad-minded ones. This was the same message was conveyed by Thirumalar long time ago, 5,000 years ago. Vandre kulamum oruvane devanum. And not only by him, like I mentioned, even by Bharatiyar. Kakkai guruvi engal jadi, நீள் கடலும் மலையும் எங்கள் கூட்டம் நோக்கும் திசையெல்லாம் நாமின்றி வேறில்லை நோக்க நோக்க களியாட்டம். And so that is the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which is being practically lived, and not only lived, but every effort is being done. No effort is spared by Priyamada and her family, and her associates, and her students to bring this message, to bring this Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam message into a living reality. And we see this manifested in so many forms. There's so many villages, so many schools that she has reached out to, and is teaching these free classes to everyone. Now, what this message, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, says is that being one family, we do have a responsibility to care for each other. And not only we have a responsibility to care for each other, we have a responsibility to care for our environment, the plants, the animals, because they also belong to our family. Because ultimately, like I said, that reality is one. There's no question of the tree is different from me. Like Bharatiyar said, Kakkai Guruvi Engal Jadi, Kadalum Malayim, Neel Kadalum Malayim, the oceans and the mountains, they're all us, me. So how can we destroy this? How can we destroy the ecosystem? Now, as you know, Murali sir, Dr. Murali and Priyamvada's son, Duru, he is carrying forward this message in his own way through his passion for nature photography and conveying a message that the animals and the creatures have a voice too. So he makes people hear the voices of these voiceless creatures through his photography. Me and Swamini had a good opportunity to be in their house a year ago and see for ourselves the photographs, nature photographs that he has done. And many times risking his life, I'm not exaggerating. And he showed us the pictures of snakes and that very venomous snakes that he has taken, captured. So how do you do this? It's very dangerous. And he has to wait and go and look for them and turn the stones around to find where these creatures are. So it's amazing to see that this family is carrying this message of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, not only to human beings, but even to nature. It's amazing. So this is Priyamvada's sister, Lakshmi, and she has another sister called Swarna. So all this entire family, with Priyamvada being in the lead, is dedicated itself to the spreading of this message. Now this, what you see, is dancers from Bangalore that Priyamvada taught. And I would like to mention here also that when we visited them, we thought, oh, maybe she has a dance studio. No, She doesn't have a dance studio. Her dance studio is a 15 by 15 square space, 15 by 15 floor space in the car garage. We were really amazed, the dedication of this lady. So where there is a will, there is a way. Vallavanukku pullum ஆயுதம். So with very limited resources, spending their own money, spending their own time, this family has dedicated itself to a very great cause. And these are some of her students. You could see the energy and the power of how she taught these students. And this is when they did a program in our ashram last year during our Kumbhabhishekam of Karuna Bhanalingeshwara, the second temple. And then some of the pictures you see. And this is a recognition of Mela Vidyalaya, of the message of home for humanity. And what you see here is also an event in Bangalore that recognized Mela Vidyalaya's contribution to the message of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. On this occasion, I'm also honored to recognize another great soul, Pandit Sri Vishweshwaran, nephew of the legendary Sri G.N. Balasubramaniam, popularly known as GNB. Sri Vishweshwaran was an exemplary vocalist, santur player, who along with his wife, Padma Shri Chitra Vishweshwaran, was committed to the cause of the divine through their art, music, and dance. May Paratpara Parameshwara bless the family of Srimati Priyamvada, Dr. Murali, and Dhruv, and all our sisters who are engaged in spreading this message that has been carried on for a few generations down the line in Melatur. And may Parameshwara give them a great health, strength, and vitality to carry on this wonderful mission to every nook and corner of this world, bringing into reality the message of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Sri Matre Namaha, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I'm Mridula Vasant from Lasya Mela, Bangalore. Enid Narvaz. Born in Venezuela, Enid Narvaz is a biologist, graduate from LUZ, Master in Arts in Havana, Cuba. She dedicated much of her life as a creative teacher and a professional dancer of contemporary dance of various companies with which she participated in multiple festivals and artistic events around the world. Mother of a daughter with special needs, activist for defense of rights of Mother Earth as a living entity. Deep love of nature, she has dedicated her life to the internal search, the study of Vedas and the teaching the Vedas, chanting to the scholars of Hispanic origin. She worked for 7 years in Miami-Dade County Public School as a teacher, assistant for special education programs, and now working for Wake County Public School System, North Carolina, United States. Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya is honored to have Vidushi Enid Narvaz, disciple of Swami Vijayananda Saraswati, chanting the Holy Rudra for the global cause of Satchidananda Nataraja Samarpana Mela. Rosa Borges. Rosa Hernandez de Borges, born in Carora, Venezuela, graduated as a professor from the Experimental Pedagogical University of Barquisimeto. She spent 8 years dedicated to teaching before relocating to the United States in 2007. Since then, she worked as a home health aide, providing compassionate care to patients. Recently, she embarked on a new journey as a real estate agent. In addition to her professional pursuits, she explored her creative side through Vedic recitations studies in Miami, Florida. For many years, she's been in spiritual search and identified with the Vedic culture and the Sanatana Dharma universe, which leads her to deep love and devotional songs to God in different forms. At this juncture, we are extremely humbled with her gesture, as she is also a disciple of Swami Vijayananda Saraswati, to render the befitting Nataraja bhajans as tribute for Satchidananda Nataraja Samarpana Mela 2024. Namaskar.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Narasimhaya. Mi nombre es Enid Narváez, soy originaria de Venezuela y es un privilegio y honor ser parte de Satchidananda Nataraja Samarpana Mela 2024. Honrando la vida de Jyotir Nataraja Sar, su vida y misión estaban dedicadas a preservar la cultura y arte Sri Bhagavata Mela a todos, independientemente de su casta, credo o nacionalidad. Jyotirmaya Nataraja Sar vivió y difundió el mensaje de Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam a todos. Felicitaciones a Bhagavata Mela Vidyataya en su 4º año consecutivo. Es alentador observar que Srimati Priyambada y su esposo Sri Murali llevan adelante la antorcha encendida por Satchidananda Jyotirmaya Nataraja Sar. En su honor recitaré algunos versos del Sri Rudram. Estos versos son oraciones dedicadas al bienestar de la humanidad entera y representan el mensaje de Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. Om Namaste Rudramanyava Utota Ishave Namaha. Namaste Astu Dhanvane Bahubhya Mutate Namaha. Yata Ishu Shivatama Shivam Babhuvate Danuhu. Shiva Sharabhyayata Vatayano Rudramidaya. Yate Rudra Shiva Tanura Kora Papakashini. Tayanastanu Shantamaya Girishanta Vichakashi. Yamishum Girishanta Haste Vivarshastave. Shivam Giritratam Kurumahigum Shiv Purusham Jagat. Shivena Pachasatva Girishaksha Vadamasi. Yathana Sarvamik Jagadajaksmagum Sumana Asat. Athyavochata Bhakta Pratamo Devyo Vishak. Ahiguscha Sarvaham Jambhayam Sarvahastajatu Damyaha. Asaujastambro Aruna Utababru Sumangalaha. Yeche Magum Rudra Abhito Dikshu Shrita Sahasrashobe Shabum Heda Imave. Asauyo Vasarpati Nila Grivo Vilohitaha. Utaidam Gopa Agrasham Natrasham Nudahariyaha. Utainam Vishwa Bhutani Sadrishto Blidayatinaha. Namo Astu Nilagrivaya Sahasrakshaya Midushe. हतो ये अस्य सप्त्वानोऽहं तेभ्यो करं नमः प्रमुञ्चदं वनस्तमुभयोराग्नियोर्याम् याक्षते हस्त इषवः पराथा भगवो वपाम् अवतत्यदनुस्तगुं सहस्राशचते शुधे निशीर्य शल्यानां मुखा शिवो न सुमना भव दिग्जं धनुकपर्दिनो विशल्यो वानवागुम् उताम् अनेशन्नाश्ये शव आभुरश्च निशङ्कतिः या ते हेतिर्मीदुस्तमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमजत्स्मजा परिभुजाम् नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधायानातताय धृष्णवेः उवाप्यामुतते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणात्तु विश्वतः अतो य इषुधिस्तवारे अस्मन् निदेहितम् शम्भवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु भगवान् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन् महादेवाय नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narasimhaya. Mi nombre es Rosa Borges, soy originaria de Venezuela. Ahora vivo en Estados Unidos junto con mi familia. Para mí es un privilegio y un gran honor formar parte de este Satchidananda Nataraja Samarpana Mela del 2024, honrando y celebrando la vida de Jyotirmaya Nataraja, la vida y misión de Sat Nataraja Sat estaban dedicadas a preservar la cultura Sanatana Dharma. Su vida la dedicó a llevar la cultura y el arte Bhagavata Mela a todos, independientemente de su casta, de su credo y nacionalidad. Sat Nataraja vivió difundiendo el mensaje Vasudhaiva Kuntubakam a todos. Felicidades a Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya en su cuarto año consecutivo. Es alentador observar que Srimati Primavaya Murali y su esposo Sri Murali llevan adelante la antorcha encendida por Jyotirmaya Nataraja Sat. Que Dios los bendiga. Es un gran honor para mí dedicar el siguiente Nataraja Vayan Jyotirmaya Swaraji Sri Nataraja Sat. Gracias.
Nataraja Natana Shekara Raja Shivaraja Shivaraja Natana Shekara Raja Shiva Shiva Namo Hara Hara Namo Chamkara Shiva Nataraja Chamkara Shankara Shiva Nataraja Nama Parvati Pataye Hara Hara Nama Parvati Pataye Hara 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 Mahadeva Om Hara 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 Mahadeva Nataraja Nataraja Natana Shekara Raja Shivaraja Shivaraja Natana Shekara Raja Shiva Shiva Namo Hara Hara Namo Shankara Shiva Nataraja Shankara Shiva Nataraja 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 Natana Shekara Raja Nama Parvati Pataye Hara Hara Nama Parvati Pataye Hara 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 Mahadeva Om Hara 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 Mahadeva Hari Om 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 Nataraja Nataraja Natana Shekara Raja.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I am Lakshmi Natarajan, daughter and disciple of Melato Guru Melato Shri S. Natarajan and Guru Patni Srimati Anuradha Natarajan. Dr. Ramamani is a transformative performance artist and expert in integral peace, justice and education, dedicated to nurturing an inclusive and regenerative future for all life on earth. She co-founded the Home for Humanity movement for planetary regeneration with her husband, Professor Alexander Schiffer, and together they launched the One Home University, a global initiative for future building that spans the One Home journey 2024 to 2030. Dr. Mani founded the Theatre of Transformative Academy and led the Enacting Global Transformation Initiative at the University of Oxford, using art and creativity to challenge traditional paradigms of power. She co-founded Rising Women, Rising World alongside distinguished leaders to shape a more equitable world. Her prior roles include serving as Executive Director of the International Center for Ethnic Studies in Sri Lanka and leading the Global Peace and Security course at the Geneva Center for Security Policy. Honored with numerous international awards, including the Maya Cohen International Peace Prize 2023 and the Peter Becker Peace Prize at 2013, Dr. Mani is also a prolific author, co-editing works like Pioneering Pathways and writing Beyond Retribution. She holds a PhD from the University of Cambridge and degrees from Johns Hopkins University and Bryn Mawr College. A French national and overseas citizens of India, she brings over 30 years of global experience to her work. Professor Alexander Schiffer is a transformative educator, activist and community builder, blending philosophy, spirituality and art in his work. A graduate of the University of St. Gallen, Switzerland, where he completed a doctorate on leadership. Alexander continues to lecture on integral development and societal transformation. He is also a professor at the Da Vinci Institute in South Africa. In 2006, he co-founded Transforum Academy for Integral Transformation with Professor Ronnie Lesson, developing the Integral Worlds approach, a transcultural framework for societal change. Under his leadership, Transforum has grown into a global movement of transformation agents tackling local injustice for community development to disaster management and indigenous healing systems across Africa, Asia, Europe and beyond. Since 2019, Alexander has further evolved Transforum into a cohesive community of world makers, sharing the vision of creating a world that serves as a home for humanity. Alongside his wife, Dr. Rama Mani, he co-founded Home for Humanity in rural France, a living campus and community hub for transformative agents worldwide. Their joint mission is to foster a civilization rooted in unity and inclusion. Alexander's academic work includes publication on integral development, transformation management, and integral research. He is also an accomplished poet and author with works in English, Portuguese, and German, and offers transformative poetry performances to inspire innovation and healing. He received the Visionary Leadership Award 2020 and joined the Evolutionary Leadership Group in 2023. Dr. Rama Mani has had the fortune of interviewing our founder Guru Mela Sri S. Natarajan, which remains to be one of the last enduring record of the legend. We are forever grateful to Dr. Rama Mani, who, by way of this interview, documented the founder Guru's vision for Vidyalaya, which propelled in its noble mission after his times. Today, as inspired by the founder Guru in the interview, Vidyalaya stands as a proud home for humanity awardee, with initiatives that benefits not just the local community but the world at large. If Dr. Rama supports our endeavors with remarkable enthusiasm and undiminishing spirit, Professor Alexander Schiffer acts as a catalyst to reinforce the art initiatives of Vidyalaya. His ever-positive outlook, his meticulous direction and his keen observation into details of the motives sets him as a true guardian of humanitarian works. Offering our gratitude to Dr. Rama Mani and Alexander Schiffer, co-founders of Home for Humanity, France and Germany, and on the 81st year of Guru Mela Sri S. Natarajan, we are grateful to the entire Home for Humanity team and family for instituting the Home for Humanity Award on Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya. This socio-cultural impactful school steers its way through art initiatives for betterment of not just the local community but for Mother Earth herself. The concluding tribute has the World Cultural Anthem, as we call it, the Humanitarian Charter, launched on International Peace Day 21st September 2019. The Charter is the aspirational guide for a growing alliance of humanity in unity. The Charter is a dynamic, living document that crystallizes humanity's timeless wisdom and emerging knowledge across our diverse cultures. It echoes the experiences of innumerable pioneers of transformation across all disciplines, sectors, and continents. In the short film is directed by Dr. Ida Elif Tibet, Karma Motion with music by the legendary pop artist of South Africa, Sir Pops Mohammed, made a special tribute for the Home for Humanity family. We are grateful to the award-winning filmmaker and anthropologist Ida Elif Tibbet for her kind gesture to use this documentary for the sake of Satchidananda Nataraja Samarpana Mela. She, who has been featured in CNN News, BBC, she called it an honor to be sharing this piece of incredible work for us. We are also grateful to Sir Pops Mohammed, an award-winning South African instrumentalist, a legend, and most sought-after artist in Africa. He was overjoyed to listen to the journey of Vidyalaya and sent his prayers and wishes for the young student community of Vidyalaya and Lasya Melalaya, who he felt are going to be sure transforming society through arts. Satchit Ananda Nataraja Samarpana Mela 2024, dedicated to the memory of Guru Melatur Sri S. Natarajan, Guru Patni Srimati Anuradha Natarajan, and Pandit Sri R. Vishweshwaran. Pranams. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu.
Namaskaram.
Namaskaram.
This is Dr. Ramamani and I'm Professor Alexander Schiefer, and together we are the co-founders of the Home for Humanity movement and co-initiators of the One Home Journey. It is with great delight that we are addressing today, on this auspicious day, the Satchidananda Natarajan Samarpana Mela 2024.
What an honor it is to initiate the 11th year of the Bhagavata Mela since its inception in 2014 by the visionary Guru Melatur, late Sri S. Natarajan, and his Guru Patni, Srimati Anuradha Natarajan. This Mela that you are going to enjoy over these 10 days brings together art and artists across nations in cross-cultural collaboration. And all of this is a tribute to our beloved and our revered Guru Sri S. Natarajan on this, his 81st year of life. We are paying our tribute to him, and we miss him so dearly, but his legacy remains so strongly alive. We are particularly touched that the theme for this year, for his 81st birthday, is a theme that is precious to all of humanity and that is at the center of the Home for Humanity movement, and that is the vision of the One Home Journey. It was the life purpose of late Guruji Natarajan. It was nothing short of
Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is a single family, and the world as a single family, as a single home for all of life, is at the very heart of the Home for Humanity movement. And it is with great delight that this year the Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya was invited and honored as an exemplary home for humanity. It is a shining star for cultural renewal, for addressing community issues on the ground, and the work that has been initiated by Sri as Natarajan, and which is continued by his daughter Priyambara Murali, is an exemplary showcase for how holistic cultural renewal and community development, with a particular focus also on our youth, on the leaders for the future, should take place.
Yes, we are delighted that on this occasion, the Mela is going to showcase many of the earth artists and transformative artist collaborators who have been part of the Home for Humanity movement, as well as other culturally focused homes for humanity around the world. Let us share a word. So it's a beautiful thing. You will see the dance between these artists from around the world who live up to the theme of earth artistry. Because if we are talking about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the universe and all of the earth being a single family, then imagine if art is devoted to this purpose. If artists are not seeking simply their glory or their fame, but are seeking through their art to evoke the highest seed, the spirit, the gift of every individual, the highest potential. They're seeking to evoke the best in their communities and revitalize their cultures, and they are seeking to regenerate the earth. This was really, one could say, the vision that late Guruji S. Natarajan had in the Mela, where his own home, the family home with his Guru Patni, our beloved Anuradha Amma, was holding, where every year people of every background could both perform and could come and celebrate, eat the meals together, and enjoy this family atmosphere. And that was the spirit of the Vidyalaya that he created, which is hosting this festival, that all children of all backgrounds, religions, and educational backgrounds, social backgrounds, caste backgrounds should benefit from this triple transformation of the inner home, the local home, and the earth home to which we all belong. And in this festival, it's beautiful how we will see the earth artists associated with Home for Humanity, together with the Vidyalaya students who have benefited from Guruji Natarajan and from Priyambada, showing their artistry together.
Yes, and you know, the Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya is such a beautiful example of seeing art as a vehicle, as a catalyst for Vasudeva Kutumbakam, for bringing it into action and into manifestation. And the earth artistry work of the Home for Humanity movement began years back when UNESCO peace artist Marko Pogacnik from Slovenia was honored as an earth artist who put his art in the service of bringing peace to the world, followed by American-Australian earth artist Bill William Kelly, who passed on, whose paintings were a catalyst for art bringing peace into the world. We remember Paul Grant, the great master of the Sun Tour, who became an artist, an earth artist of the Home for Humanity movement. And we will meet, in fact, in this particular Mela, some of the newest earth artists, like, for example, Enzo Ika, originally from the DR Congo, and who is now living as a refugee in Turkey, inspiring people around the world through his art, through his music, to live up to Vasudeva Kutumbakam, and other earth artists alive and in their full expression are going to join this Mela.
Yes. And we should share with you something very exciting and in the spirit of how is this movement that now involves all of you, that is part of the Vidyalaya, what are we doing now to fulfill this vision that the late Sri Natarajan held for all of us? The One Home journey is the way in which we will be traveling to every country on our beloved Mother Earth in order to bring together the family of life in service of a regenerative and inclusive future for present and future generations. Imagine this, a journey of 7 years for the benefit not just of ourselves in the present, but for the 7 generations to come. And every Earth citizen can be a part of this movement by simply joining in and being willing to devote a part of your lives to fulfilling the purpose of our inner homes, to making our own homes, our initiatives, places of transformation for the community and the culture, and to be devoted to the regeneration of our Mother Earth. We are excited that when we come to India in the beginning of January, we will be in the hands of the Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya with Priyamvada and her extraordinary students who will take us to the heart of Melatur, the birthplace of the Vidyalaya and the Bhagavata Mela, and we will experience culture and its renewal with them.
Yes,
Join us for that, and you can join us right away, starting immediately and through the 7 years.
yes, and we would like you to know that as we are coming, as the One Home Journey is coming to Mela Tour, the story of the Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya will travel with us around the world to each and every country. We are building, so to say, together a field of culture, of societal, of community renewal. And we are going to work around the world with youth, like many of you are within the Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya. We are going to work with youth, supporting them in the process of becoming the leaders for tomorrow. And in the spirit of the late Sri S. Natarajan, craft together a world that is a true Vasudeva Kutumbakam that lasts for the next 7 generations to come.
I was very fortunate to be able to travel to Melatur and to experience this home in which the Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya was born, and we connected together,
Yeah.
you by phone at that time, with Sri Natarajan, where he articulated his vision for the Bhagavata Mela and his legacy of the Vidyalaya. And he blessed the Humanity Charter, which you will experience shortly. And he said, this is the spirit of this Vidyalaya, of this movement. I would want our Vidyalaya to be a home for humanity. And this is such a beautiful thing that they are coming together at this time, that his wish has been fulfilled. And at the same time, we also wish to honor another great legend of the arts from our country, which is late Pandit Sri R. Vishveshwaran, who played the magical instrument, the 100-stringed santoor. It would also have been, this is his 80th year, and we pay tribute to him as well. We have just received, literally last night, to travel with us on this journey. We are recording this literally days before we leave on the journey, traveling from Geneva, the international city of peace, to
South Africa and then to Zimbabwe. We start in the cradle of humanity, and from there, after having traveled Africa, we are coming straight to Asia. We are coming very soon to India, as Rama has shared already in January 2025. And we would like you to know that the work you are doing as Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya, the work you are doing is not just of significance for Melatur, is not just of significance for India, but is truly of significance for humanity coming together, co-creating as one family, a home for all of life. And it's in that spirit that we are greeting you. It's in that spirit that we are coming to you. And it's in that spirit that we will all together travel the One Home Journey.
our deepest blessings, wishes for the future of the Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya. May it inspire many around the world, and may this festival be a spark of ignition for many, many more, showing the true power of art, of culture, to awaken us to who we truly are and create the future we want. In this spirit, yes, this ball has been this earth has been handcrafted by one of France's greatest artists, Michel Granger, who devoted, since his young age, so since the 1970s, all of his art to Mother Earth, to the connection between humanity and all life on Earth. And this ball will be coming to Mela. It will be traveling with us and be held so that people can see how gentle and fragile the Earth is. And in this spirit of Earth artistry, because in every country we will be meeting with such artists and seeing how their work helps us to reimagine the world we can be living in peace and harmony and unity, celebrating our diversity but recognizing our unity. And in that spirit, we close these words with our blessings and wishes with a short poem from each of us. In my case, I would like to share a poem which has been brought out in a beautiful book together with our artist who passed away, Bill Kelly, who was a renowned award-winning artist who did the artwork for this book, which is quite remarkable. All of it is hand-done, and it has been awarded and given to the United Nations in Geneva. How the change began. That morning, the child awoke and pointed to the rising sun. Look, father. His father looked at how the sky breaks slowly into crimson flames. He heard the eager thrill of morning birds. He smelled the fragrant innocence of dawn. He felt the palm of his child on his cheek, as if for the first time. That day, in the Council of Ministers, he announced, "Stop the shelling. Arrest the bombing. Let us stop this war of carnage that we have started." Like a ripple on still waters, the murmur of change spread. Other fathers rose in boardrooms and chambers of commerce. Stop the selling of our souls for profit. Let us sow the seeds of care. And others still, in assemblies and councils, stop this madness of division and plunder. Let us regenerate the earth and ourselves. At that, a low drumming was heard as mothers stepped forward everywhere. 2 billion feet danced the rhythm of life's heartbeat and strummed nature back to life. In their arms, they carried new designs of the future. On their lips, they carried words of emergence. They joined hands with the fathers. And as the children and animals danced between their feet, and as the birds sang, they began to transform this dystopia of I, me, and mine into an our-topia, a Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, of we, us, and ours. That is how the change began, in the fragrant innocence of dawn. And this is that dawn, and we are the people, all of you, all of us together.
And in the spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, I share my poem written just for you this morning. It is called One Sound. And as we do so, let's connect to that one sound that connects all of us and all of life. 1,000 voices fill the ether with cacophony, each longing to be louder than the other. Since I attend but to the single sound of soul, I have become a mountain piercing through all clouds. And on my summit stands a stupa with an inscription right above its entry, home.
Om. Blessings to this Mela, Vasudeva Kutumbakam. May this be realized.
Blessings to all of you.
భజరే మానస గోపాలం భజరే గోవిందం భజరే మానస గోపాలం భజరే సర్వత్ర గోవింద నామ సంకీర్తనం